Interracial artist couple. It really has pulled up so much from deep recesses of why we are together and chose to stay together. Are we codependent? Possibly, and yes. Do we meet each other's needs? Yes, mostly. Do we create together? Most definitely, as we are makers of worlds and environments and enjoy inviting people in with the mission of participating in the creative community. We have continuously been doing this for more than 26 years. We also critique one another's art as we come from different approaches to our own art-making practices. Sometimes feedback from each other has added to the final project, or has expanded one another's viewpoint. We don't really make as much art as we would like. The work on exhibit is all of our earlier works from the times when we first chose one another and before we met. Our creative work now appears to be at the top of the list with teaching and bringing people together in whatever environments we can create. We will strive to find balance so we can do both. Our relationship with Larry and Ellen has grown. We are in awe of their work and the way in which they support each other as a couple and as artists also in an interracial relationship. When we first had an opportunity to get together, having serendipitously met with them at Farmers Market, I was moved to get together with them and get us both, Gerald and myself, out of our comfort mode. And so we met for food and drink, then headed over to Gerald's studio downstairs and talked for most of the afternoon. What struck me most was Ellen's comment as we were walking back to our cars, that we are the first black and white couple who are artists that we both know. I felt the same way as well. Actually, they are the only friends who are a couple that we have actually ever gotten together with ourselves as a couple. So here we are having a show together. We have had many insights through discussion ever since. Being in an interracial relationship is not easy. There can be social pressures for us both. The people who accept us as a couple can and will be very welcoming, like Larry and Ellen have. Those that don't approve can be very telling, if not verbal about it in social gatherings, and sometimes for me, it can be hurtful for both white and black people. Does an interracial relationship bridge the divide of racial matters in our personal and social surroundings? I'm unsure, but hopeful. To some degree, I would like to think so, even in some small way, that we bring something to the discussion of race. We are here together by choice, and for now, that is where we begin. Thank you. Every day. So, I won't read our feelings here. I'll keep it brief so we can.
Everything else we'll have up definitely on our website.
Okay. No, but I will talk about my artist statement because I never talk about my art.
Good. Whatever you want to talk about. Whatever you want.
So in this room here, this is an interesting. Gerald was going to keep the sculptures that he had at our space over at the Innovation Center, and I had this vision. Like I had visions very much during the Bridgeport Art Trail and helping people set up their spaces and stuff. I had this vision of what it would look like there, where it is right now. And so I kind of had this story going on in my head that Gerald is from the earth and I am from the sky. And the images that I took were of the sky, and Gerald's pieces are made from the earth, metals, the earth. So there's assemblage pieces on the wall over here in this room against the wall, little tiny assemblages, and one of them is called The Choice. And when I first met Gerald, I didn't like him very much. There are days I don't like him very much, and he's the same with me, but I didn't like him very much. And then I invited him to my house. We were having a big party. We worked together at school. We were both teachers. And he likes to fight. He's a big he likes to like challenge people and have these long conversations. And he was missing out on so many things, and it was really pissing me off. And so I felt inclined, not liking him, but being concerned that it was affecting all the people we were working with. I wrote him a letter. That's when he realized that I was a person. He read the letter, it touched him, and now I became a person. So our lives have been all about creating, all about teaching, all about the love of what we can give to our community. And here we are. We're at City Lights Gallery, and it is February 8th, 2025. And the world is a shit show right now. So this is really nice. This is so nice. That everybody's together. I'll tell you a little bit about my art. The pieces on the wall that I mentioned, one is called The Choice. When Gerald and I started to become interested in each other, I wasn't sure what was going to happen. And I happened to see a movie. We're both so affected by movies. So I saw a movie called City of Angels. And in the movie City of Angels, the angel fell in love with this woman and decided he didn't want to be an angel anymore. And so there's a piece in there called The Choice. And I decided to take my wings off and hold on to my halo and take the leap. And that's where we began. That was like a map saying, hey, do it. So, but this is about me now. So, all right. So curiosity has fed my imagination all of my life, which directed me towards studying shapes and patterns and cycles in nature. From early childhood to present day, I have always been aware and engaged in the mysteries of the natural world. My earliest memories started with clouds. Clouds became stories and shapes became characters. As a multidisciplined artist, I favor photography and mixed media as the better forms of my art making. In both forms, I entertain my process with symbolism and metaphors in the storytelling of my own journey in healing, self-discovery, and even play. I make my art pretty much for myself as creating the greatest personal insights and trying to figure out who I am in this big, very big universe, and the sheer fact that something that did not exist before and now does. That is the magic of creation. As a creative woman, I bring life through my process of art making with found objects, textures, and an awareness of what feels like a good story to me. However, I leave the interpretation and perception of my work to the viewer, hoping they find something of themselves in my work. The end.
So,
I have nothing to say.
It's a first.
oh, wait, yeah,
One thing I
Yeah,
do want to say about my work.
okay.
One thing, I'm not going to talk about any of that stuff. The cow,
Yeah, I was thinking about
the
that.
cow that's around the corner.
Yeah, there's a cow piece over here.
Yes, it's something that I made in 1970 during the time
Oh.
that we were first meeting and first being together. And Larry and I have been in my apartment when that was actually a work in progress. It's made from tissue paper. It's not a painting. It's made from tissue paper and glue and a paper bag. And that's, yeah, it's from them.
I love that. I love that piece. I really did. And over the time, I recalled it. I could picture it.